The Tenancy Advice Service is a free legal service dedicated to providing legal advice and information to renters in the ACT. In this video, we are going to break down one of the renting laws in the ACT, and that's the rules around having pets in a rental property. Please note that the information in this video does not apply to assistance animals such as guide dogs or hearing dogs. The new tenancy laws that came into effect in November last year make it easier for tenants to have pets. Now, a landlord or their agent can only refuse a tenant's request to keep pets if they have the permission of ACAT to do so. When signing a new tenancy agreement, the agreement can include a clause that requires a tenant to obtain the written consent of their landlord or their agent before they have any pets on premises. If this clause is included in the tenancy agreement, this requirement must also be advertised by the landlord or agent when they list the property for rent. If the lessor does not include such a clause in the tenancy agreement, then the tenant is permitted to have pets. If there is a clause that requires the tenant to obtain their landlord's permission to keep a pet, the tenant can write to their landlord or agent requesting that they be permitted to have a pet. If the landlord intends to refuse this request, they must apply to ACAT for permission to refuse the request within 14 days of receiving the tenant's pet request. ACAT will determine whether or not your landlord has reasonable grounds to refuse your request to keep a pet. If you, as a tenant, choose to keep pets, you do remain liable for any damage caused by your pet to the premises. If you are a renter in the ACT and you have questions about your rights or responsibilities, you should contact Legal Aid ACT's free Tenancy Advice Service helpline on 1300 402 512 to speak to a staff member over the phone about your options. This free telephone service operates from 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Mondays through to Thursdays and 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Fridays.